for Charlestown.
Thank you, Mr Acting Speaker. Housing is a basic human right. In Charlestown, the 2016 census tells us that about 31% of households are rented. Disturbingly, according to the Community Housing Industry Association, about 40% of renters in the electorate of Charlestown are experiencing housing stress. Many of these people will need assistance in sorting out problems with their tenancy, but as it currently stands, tenancy advisory services which help people in these situations are stretched beyond capacity. The latest Anglicare rental affordability snapshot has revealed that only 856 properties listed in the Newcastle-Hunter region are appropriate for families earning the minimum wage, and a minuscule 83 properties are appropriate for households on income support. Behind this data is real people, older people, children, families, single men and single women. I have personally spent afternoons and after office hours trying to find temporary accommodation for people who are sleeping rough in my electorate. Every single day, my office provides advice and referrals for tenants. The Anglicare report also shows that a single person working full-time on the minimum wage will find that only 2% of rentals are affordable. Clearly, many in Charlestown have difficulties with rental affordability. Compass Housing have also reported that rent is on the rise in my electorate. Since the year 2000, median rents in the Greater Newcastle area have increased by around 150%, which is roughly twice as fast as wages have risen. So it's clear that tenants in Charlestown face many challenges, and one service that provides significant assistance to these people is the Hunter Tenants Advice and Advocacy Service. But with high numbers of tenants in Charlestown, this vital local service is struggling to meet demand. Over the last 15 years, tenancy numbers have increased by about 50% across the state, but the Tenants Advice and Advocacy Service has had no increase in funding. This means that tenants are missing out on the support that they need. Hunter Tenants is part of a network of 19 tenants and advisory services across New South Wales who are asking for a funding increase in the current funding round, which concludes next month. By funding these services, significant savings can be made in other parts of government. They reduce the New South Wales Civil and Administrative Tribunal costs by keeping cases out of the tribunal or reducing time spent on each case. They also reduce social housing costs by preventing evictions into homelessness and subsequent health and out-of-home care costs. My office often refers constituents to this service. People such as Rachel, whose landlord told her that her companion dog was not allowed under her tenancy agreement, despite her having supporting documentation that her dog was, in fact, a health support for her. My office was also able to refer Julie to Hunter Tenants. Julie had a disruptive neighbour and police were unable to resolve the issue. The owner of Julie's property wasn't willing to allow her to break the lease until she was finally able to get some sound assistance from the Hunter Tenants Advice and Advocacy Service. Homes with leaks, mould and peeling paint are reported to my office daily, and again, Hunter Tenants provides the advocacy needed for these tenants to get the necessary repairs carried out on their homes to allow them what we consider to be minimum living standards. Every tenant deserves the fundamental right to housing, which ensures access to a safe, secure, habitable and affordable home with freedom from forced eviction. The Hunter Tenants Advice and Advocacy Service gives tenants the opportunity to negotiate and fight for a safe, habitable and affordable home. Demand for this service is rapidly growing in Charlestown, and I call on the Minister for Better Regulation and Innovation, the Honourable Kevin Anderson, to work with the Hunter Tenants Advisory Service to ensure that they can provide services to tenants which are so desperately needed.
Private member statements.